Jurassic World Dominion. What was supposed to be an epic conclusion to the franchise turned into a mess. Instead of focusing on the dinosaurs, the science, the actual stakes, the movie decided that locusts, yes, locusts, were the real threat. Not the prehistoric monsters running loose, not the consequences of genetic power, but bugs. And the villain? Another, I'll take over the world corporate guy with the personality of a stale cracker. He had no presence. Nulha, just some tech bro with a monocle and a bad plan. A plan so bad, he torches his own swarm of locusts inside a glass building. And surprise, the whole place catches fire. Who could have seen that coming? Oh, and the plane scene? Still makes zero sense. Why did Owen eject Claire? They were fine. The whole thing just felt like the movie forcing action scenes that had no reason to exist. And let's talk about security, because apparently nobody in this billion-dollar villain lab actually does their job. This guy had an entire illegal dinosaur facility, and yet his security was about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. This movie didn't need locusts. It didn't need corporate cliches. It needed a villain who actually made sense. So I fixed that. Meet Thomas Kane. Not a scientist with a god complex. Not some stock evil billionaire. A father. A soldier. A man with nothing left to lose. Ex-marine. Recon. Special ops. The kind of guy you call when things need to disappear. Years ago, when Jurassic World first opened its gates, Thomas was there with his daughters. It was supposed to be a vacation. A promise after too many missed birthdays. Then the gates broke. The screams started. The park became a hunting ground. By the time the helicopters came, his daughters were gone. The world called it a tragedy. He called it a betrayal. Science played God. The same people who built the park moved on, built another one, while his family became a statistic. So Thomas buried his grief in blood money. Hunting, poaching, taking out the world's problems for the right price. And when dinosaurs spread across the world, he found his purpose. Hunting them. To him, every dinosaur killed was revenge. Every trophy taken was justice. He became one of the best, selling captured dinosaurs on the dark web, trading them like exotic pets. Then came the job that changed everything. Maisie Lockwood, a clone. Thomas didn't take jobs involving kids. Not after what happened. But then they showed him the file. We could bring them back. Your daughters. Just bring us the girl. The clone was all they needed. And that's all it took to make him a villain again. But the mission went wrong. He encountered something in Owen's area. He wasn't supposed to grab Blue's offspring. A baby raptor. A genetic goldmine. They made everything messy. And then, Owen and Claire came roaring after him. That's where my version of Jurassic World Dominion starts. And no, that stupid plane scene does not exist. But let's talk about the ending. The moment that actually matters. Deep in the dinosaur sanctuary, Thomas wakes up, broken, bleeding. The ground shakes beneath him. Two giganotosaurs, the largest carnivores on Earth. And there's Owen, not a rival, not an enemy, just a father, shielding his family. And for the first time in years, Thomas understands. No more hate, no more lies. He grabs his last gun, one grenade. He sprints into the chaos, firing wildly, drawing the giants away. The teeth come fast, the pain slower. And as the darkness takes him, Thomas does one last thing. A Marine's final salute. Not to Owen, not to the world, but to the daughters he never got to save. And then silence. And if you're still here, watching me rewrite an entire movie in 5 minutes, hit like. Subscribe, because Hollywood sure isn't fixing it for us.